I graduated from the University of Missouri's journalism school in 2017, and I moved to Kansas City shortly after. Sporting Kansas City was the first team I got involved covering through SB Nation, and I brought my own camera equipment down on the field, was interviewing players and coaches, and all of that just kind of snowballed into more opportunity, and then has now brought me to this point, which is the play-by-play voice for Sporting Kansas City, which still feels pretty wild to say out loud. Oh, there have been so many, but I'd have to say the 2021 season, that was my first year working with the broadcast. Sporting as a group, they were so locked in that season, and it really just felt like a special year. When a team is just so special, and being a part of that, it's like infectious energy that you just can't help but feel. It's a great question, because there's just a vibe at Children's Mercy Park. I think it's an incredibly difficult place to play for opposing teams. I mean, the fans are unbelievable. The stadium itself is just one of the best in Major League Soccer. And then, it's just, there's something about soccer in Kansas City that's really, really different. And it's hard to put your finger on what that is exactly, but the passion of the fan base and then just the atmosphere at Children's Mercy Park, I'd put it up there with some of the best that I've seen around the league. Getting to see these guys on a day-to-day basis as professionals and also as individuals off the field as well, they're extremely dedicated and just incredible people. It has been such a joy and an honor to get to cover a team of just great people. And I think if there's one thing that I'd want fans to know and remember, it's just that these guys care so much about their jobs and about the product on the field. And they really are just incredible people who care so much about Kansas City and love Kansas City. The players who come here, they couldn't put Kansas City on a map if they tried before showing up. But once they get here, they come to love it just as much. And there are a lot of players who have wanted to stick around and play their careers a bit longer here, just because it's such a great place to live. It's a great organization to be a part of in Sporting Kansas City, and it's a great fan base to play in front of as well. The level of investment from so many people to make soccer such a big thing in the Midwest, it's more than just having a professional team playing in Major League Soccer. It's so much bigger than that. It's the investment at all levels to help grow the love of the game and the ability for young kids to get involved and play the game. It's about getting more access to youth soccer and more facilities, better fields and things like that, so that you have people who are truly engaged in the sport and playing it at a variety of levels right here in Kansas City. And the way I think that Kansas City has invested in the sport at all levels to help grow the game is very unique, and is also something that took really great vision from people like manager Peter Vermees, who's been the head coach of the team now for over a decade. And I think that's what makes Kansas City the soccer capital of America. No, and I love Ted Lasso, and I would say I think what Ted Lasso just as like a show and as a brand is doing for the sport of soccer is really important. There's a lot of components to being a good coach, right? But I think the way that he kind of motivates and leads that team is really special. And so, tactics aside, I think that's a very admirable quality that could translate well here in America.